Construction. If that street were being constructed today in a new subdivision, the standards would require 2 sidewalks. He was clear that there, and I asked the question from right here to him, and the answer was very clear, that there is no obligation to retrofit. The fact that that serves as a connector road, there is no legal obligation to put a second sidewalk in. So it was clear, and the Township Committee was presented with accurate information on that regard. There is no legal obligation to put in the second sidewalk, and I don't think anybody's disputing that or suggesting that there is. My comments were, of course, my opinion, and I expressed an opinion that what you had submitted in the way of recommendations for signage I thought were appropriate. We followed through and, in fact, put some of those things into place. But again, it was my opinion. I'm not a traffic engineer, so, I may have been a little bit overboard in saying that that's more effective than the sidewalk. I'll stick with my opinion, I think that, but it's not necessarily to be viewed as fact by anyone. And again, the Township Committee can make their own judgment on those things. As far as the authorization to proceed, what Mr. Rushke was authorized to do was to continue moving the project forward, to work on the design, to work on the meetings that we needed to do with the state in order to move forward. As it turned out, and as I think everybody knows, Mr. Rushke will not be involved in the final design. The state and federal requirements on this grant are for a separate engineer to be brought in to do the engineering design, paid for by the grant, and ultimately the next formal action that the Township Committee would take would be to award a contract when we reach that point, a contract for the engineer, and then subsequently a contract for the actual construction after it's put out to bid and bids are received. So I don't think there was a requirement or a need up to this point in time for the Township Committee to adopt a resolution specifically saying build that sidewalk. They've already done that. They did that when they approved the grant application in the first place, and when we accepted the grant, and we've moved it one step at a time, and I believe everybody is sympathetic to your concerns about the trees. And I have one little piece of, I think, bad information for you, and that is that the tree that you represented is in the borough. We don't think it's in the borough. Our most recent survey shows it to be within the municipal boundaries of Chatham Township.
I'd like